Hello, Lady Lioness here. So long story short, ooh, I had an idea to help my mitochondrial myopathy. So mitochondrial myopathy is a, a muscle disease where your body does not convert food into energy correctly, and therefore creates a lot of toxins, and basically your muscles get weaker and weaker over time. Um, so anyway, I read a lot about the disease and things that people are trying to I don't know, to bring some relief to the disease. It is a disease that is encoded in your DNA, so there you can't really cure it, but there is also no treatment for it because there's no money to be made in it. So nobody's even tried to come up with a drug or a treatment or anything. So um, so all they do is give you supplements, which doesn't really make sense. If my body doesn't process energy correctly, then what good does supplements do? I mean, I think it's just because they don't know what to do, and so they just give you these supplements, and they help a little, but not, it doesn't really even get you close to back to where you were. So sorry, I have bedhead again because I don't feel real great today, and I am going to stay in bed most of the day. But anyway, so I had been doing a lot of reading, and I also just noticed things about my body as I feel my body getting weaker and weaker. I noticed things, but this last winter I spent a lot of time doing some work at the Capitol, testifying against or for bills that I was against or for. And I would ride the bus because that way I could take my walker to the Capitol downtown. Sometimes these devices that help us get around aren't very easy to haul around in your car. So anyway, I took the bus and I brought my walker downtown. And so as I'd go through my day, I'd have to manage my energy as usual. And would, take my time and all that. And of course, I'd have to ride the elevator because the elevator, I can't take a walker up and down stairs. I don't have the strength to carry it. So when I was just using a cane, I noticed, things were just regular, and, I would lose energy faster when I just use a cane. So that's why I tried to bring my walker. Plus, my walker helps me carry things. So I'm walking around during the day, and then when it's time to go to the elevator, I notice when I have my walker, when I go to press the button on the elevator, I get a huge shock, static electricity. Big shock, not big than normal. Sometimes even with the walker, I'd get a small, tiny shock, but this was a big one that zings your finger and you're like, ow. And it didn't just happen once or twice. It happened every time that I went to the elevator. And I thought, wow, okay, let me think. I'm big on physics. What's the physics behind this? So I looked at my walker and I'm like, well, I've got this walker with 4 big rubber wheels that is turning around and around and creating electricity, and the walker has a metal frame, so the metal frame is, comes up, and then that electricity goes into my body through both of my hands because I'm touching the walker, and then when I touch the the elevator, bam, all that electricity comes shooting out my finger. So at first I was like, well, I need to get something to ground it so that, that doesn't build up electricity. But then I thought about it and I thought, wait a minute. If the electricity is going into my body, I wonder if that has something to do with why I have a little more energy when I use my walker. So I started thinking about it. I'm like, wow, what could I do, And then I'm like, of course, if my body can't get energy correctly through food, they say that our 90% of our energy for our body comes from the creation of ATP through our body. So where does the other 10% come from? And I thought about it and I'm like, well, if I know my physics correctly, just our motion of our bodies will create a little bit of electricity and, create a little more energy. But who knows how much that is. And this is just me supposing. I don't know for a fact. I haven't like read this anywhere or anything. But, and then I thought, well, I wonder if that walker is giving me a little bit extra energy. So I started looking up, what kind of medical devices, can put electricity into your body. And of course, there's this device called a TENS. And I remember my mom used a TENS to deal with her back pain some time ago. Anyway, I talked to a friend of mine who is a veterinarian, and, veterinarians are doctors too, so they know a lot about just bodies in general. And I talked to her, I was like, what do you think about, using a TENS to try to put some electricity into my muscles? And, because I can't exercise, because if I exercise, I lose too much energy. And when I exercise, it just creates more toxins for my body, and it breaks down my muscles faster. So she was like, that sounds like a really great idea. The next day, a package shows up, and it's a TENS, and I know it's from my friend because she's the only one I've discussed this with. So thank you, AV. Mwah. I love the TENS. I'm actually using it right this second for the first time. So let me show you. Oh, I can't flip this around. Let's do this. I don't know if you can see it. So here's the pads, and this is the TENS. And with this leg, I've been able to notice a little bit of muscle movement so it's on with electricity, now it's off. Now it's on, well, I was doing it a minute ago. This muscle was like tightening when it's on, and then when it comes off, you see the muscle relax. And I don't really see it. Now, I have the TENS on the lowest setting, and it's not comfortable. I tell you what, I'm looking at this going, wow, if it hurts this much with the lowest setting, what does the highest sound like? I'm a little nervous to try it. Let's see, there's still 9 minutes left on this so-called therapy session. I guess this is used to massage pain away and stuff, but wow, to be honest, wow, okay. Wonder what happens if I turn it up. Let's see, I'm afraid I'm going to drop my pad here. Hold on, let me put it back in its case. I'm going to try this while I'm recording because I think it'd be interesting to see the reaction. Sorry. I'm trying to put it in its little leather case here. Okay, so. Alright. Then I can set it up like this so you can see, so I don't drop my pad while I'm doing this. So here's the control pad. It looks like a cell phone, and it's got 2 like volume buttons on either side, one for each leg. So I'm a little nervous. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. Let's see what it does. Ah! Oh, it gives you a jolt even when you just oh, that's setting 3. Oh my gosh. Ow! Oh my gosh. Ooh, that really tightens my muscles too. Holy cow. Whoa. That's just the 3rd setting. Okay, hold on. Let me try the 4th setting. Here goes. No, okay, no. Okay, I'm going to turn it way back down to 2. Oh my gosh, no, 4 was unbearable. Oh my gosh, and it goes way up. Oh my gosh. But it is giving my muscle a little bit of a workout with me just sitting here, so I'm curious to see if this improves my condition at all. And this way I'm not expending any of the energy that my body has made, and I'm already low energy today, so my leg muscles are getting a little exercise even if I'm not actually moving around. So anyway, so that's my little experiment. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. And setting 4 is unbearable. I've got both sides, each leg on setting 2. So all right, thanks for joining me. Talk to you later. Bye.